है एक बार सोच के छोड़ देने में और लग के कर दिखाने में। मान लेने में कि जिंदगी ऐसे ही कटेगी और सुबह 4 बजे उठ के सोचने में ये अभी तो बस शुरुआत है। किसी मैगजीन को हाथ में लेने में और उसी मैगजीन के कवर पेज पे होने में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वीआईपी सीट में और उसकी पिछली सीट में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वो जिसका मैदान ही खुला आसमान है वही कल जमीन पर तो था। पूछोगे तो बताएगा वो पंछी ये एक दायरे में सिमटने में और पूरी दुनिया को दायरा बनाने में बस इतना सा फर्क है। इतना कितना है? इतना है या इतना है? जो नापेगा वो जाने कि जहां धरती और आसमान मिलते हैं, नानकुर से दूर अगर मगर शायद से दूर, वहां भी दोनों में फर्क बस इतना सा है। धरती और 7वें आसमान में फर्क बस इतना सा है। ये एक अंतर प्रेरणा है। ये हमारी, आपकी, हम सब की अंतर प्रेरणा है। एक कदम, एक छलांग, एक बाजी, एक गहरी सांस और एक ललकार खुली हवाओं में कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन फिजाओं के लिए, कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन ऊंचाइयों के लिए जो ऊंची तो बहुत है पर नामुमकिन भी नहीं, क्योंकि मुमकिन और नामुमकिन में बस इतना सा फर्क है। धूप छांव में फर्क बस इतना सा है। तो बस चलिए फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया के साथ ये फर्क मिटा देते हैं। फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया।
Good afternoon, friends. A very warm welcome to our Business Opportunity Over Chai. And this special edition, Business Opportunity Over Chai, will help you to understand the greatest business opportunity that we Franchise India specially brings to you. Business Opportunity Over Chai, presented by Management Team of Franchise India, Mr. 𝗕𝗂𝗁𝗿𝗁, Chairman at Franchise India Group, and Ms. Sonia Chaudhary, MD at Franchise India Brands Limited. Every day at 12 o'clock, we launch a new brand to explore new business opportunities. So today for you, we have invited a great brand, 𝗕𝗶𝗰𝗆. With 35 years of experience, over 4.5 lakh plus customers, happy customers they have been counting, and so on. With starting up the investment of 18 lakh rupees. To know more about this business opportunity, I would like to invite Mr. Abhishek for the same. Welcome, Abhishek, on board.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So Abhishek, we would wanted to that if you can just say us about Ahoy Bikes, how we started and what is the journey behind that, so that we can our friends will get to know about the idea, and then we will start with the PPT presentation.
Great. So hello everyone. I am Abhishek Mitra. I am the managing director here at Ahoy Bikes. So our journey for Ahoy started about 35 years back. So we have been in the bicycle industry since then. For all these years, we have been supplying to all the major OEMs in the industry in India. We have been into bicycle components. So eventually in the year 2018, we shifted our focus and we came into bicycles from bicycle components. We set up a state-of-the-art manufacturing facility here in Delhi NCR. And the journey for bicycles has been on since then. And about the company, so this is one thing that we believe in. We refuse to be ordinary. There's the constant innovation that is happening with our team. So just a few things that I would like to share is that we were the first ones in India to make a 100% make in India balance bike for kids. So it's the very first bicycle for any kid that he or she should have. And then we were the first in India to launch India's first hypershift color bicycle. Then we were the first in the world to launch the world's first electroluminescent bicycle. And these kind of things have been happening all along, and I'll be happy to share more along the presentation that I'll just share with you shortly.
Great. Thank you so much, Abhishek. So we can start with the PPT presentation.
Okay, just a moment. Is the screen visible?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So I would like to thank Mr. 𝗕𝗁 sir and Sonia ma'am. It has been a pleasure working with the team for the past couple of days. And we at Ahoy are really looking forward to jumpstart the project for the next phase of growth. I'm also thankful to the investors who have taken the time out and are actually conscious about building a real business opportunity right here with Ahoy. You are the exact partners that we're looking to build our future with. Before we go ahead, I would like you all to just close your eyes for a second and think about your childhood. There is just one thing that has shaped all our childhoods, I believe. It has given us cars, taught us what balancing is, taught us the sweat of repairing the tires, and maybe was our very first prized possession, our bicycle. Remember how it made us feel when we got our first bicycle? How happy we were at that time? We are in that same very business of giving those smiles to the people of all ages back. But now more than ever in this era of increasing obesity among kids and adults, there are health-borne diseases and illnesses due to inappropriate diets, rising workloads and stress, etc. It is important to de-stress and keep yourself happy and rejuvenated. Cycling is one such low-cost, all-time favorite activity which requires no special setup or training. It can be taken up by people of all ages at any stage of their life. It can be done alone or in groups. And the popularity for the same has been rising immensely. There is an increased health consciousness among the Indian consumers. People are adapting to active and fit lifestyle through cycling. There's a westernization in the pattern of establishing a fitness regime through cycling. Cycling is one of the most sought after mode of transport for micromobility in India as of now. There is an increasing number of cycling marathons, races being conducted pan-India, either by government or by certain other groups in the private sector to promote health, promote cycling. Recently, have all seen the love for bicycle everyone had in the COVID times. So here's an interesting fact. Do you know that India is the third largest consumer for bicycles? Last year, bicycle sales in India stood at around 16.5 million units and valued at 7,500 crores. Annually, the market is growing at 10.38% per annum. The market potential for the bicycle business is huge. Now, coming to our company, Ahoy Bikes. I have already shared a brief idea about the company. We have been in the business for about 35 years. In 2018, we diversified and came into bicycles and set up our own manufacturing plant. We have strategic tie-ups in China, Malaysia, and Sri Lanka, from where certain components and certain bicycles are being imported. Tests are being manufactured by us in our facility here in India. We have about 150 plus bicycle models across different categories right now in our portfolio, and these numbers have been rising. Currently, we are present in about more than 200 multi-brand stores across India and 150 different locations. The company aims to provide attractive and innovative bicycles to Indian consumers and sticks to the company's core value of refuse to be ordinary. I already shared with you what we have been doing at our R&D with our R&D department. We have been continuously launching different products, new products, and we have been working on the frame designs, the build quality, components, aesthetics, and you can actually see the difference once you enter the market. Coming to the different categories of bicycles that we do have. One would be kids bicycles. With what we start with, these are targeted to kids of age 2 years and going up to 8 years. Next would be junior bicycles. Junior bicycles are targeted to kids of age 8 years to 12, 13 years. Then we have specific bicycles targeted to boys and men's in different sizes, targeted to different age groups, and aesthetics are made to appeal to the males more. We have certain girl-specific models in our portfolio as well. Then comes the all-terrain bicycles. These are the uber cool bicycles, which are very aesthetically appealing, very cost-effective, and one of the most sought-after category in which the maximum sales is happening. Then comes the MTB. MTBs are basically more inclined towards the professional riders, people who are taking on mountain terrains, off-roadings, who are going on long rides. And then comes another category of hybrid bicycles. Again, these are more targeted towards the professional riders, people who are again going on long rides but going on long city routes and those rides. Here, I just want to share a small video, just sharing you our journey so far in this short span of time. Please just have a look. So you must have seen about what we have been doing for the last few years. Now, for the next phase of a business, we at Ahoy plan to open about 100 plus franchise-owned, franchise-operated stores at pan-India level in the coming 3 years. I would say that we are still at a very nascent stage in our journey, and once we start the rollout, after completing about 10-15 stores in the North cluster in the next 6 months, which is our short-term target, we would love to expand our reach to pan-India. And the only intention here is to just stick to North India in the very first phase, is to handhold our partners and support them to be successful, and then scale up and replicate their success all across India. So that'll surely be there from our side. Now, coming to the franchise business model, the total setup cost for this franchise is 18 lakhs of rupees, in which the area that we're looking for is about 800 square feet. The retail fit out would cost around 8 lakh of rupees. That will be done by the company. Stocks will be supplied, including cycles and accessories, for about 7 lakhs. Tools and service equipments will also be supplied by us. Franchise fees is of 2 lakhs. So the average ROI for this business is 111%. Payback period in months is 19 months, and the agreement is for 5 years. The ideal partner profile that we're looking at is, we are looking at young entrepreneurs and corporate employees who want to start their own business. We are looking for individuals having some kind of experience in retail industry. It is a very operator-driven business, so we are looking for dynamic and energetic individuals who are passionate about health and fitness and about business. Obviously, sufficient financial bandwidth to support the business is also required. This is a basic detail about what all will be covered in the retail fit out, which will be done by us, and what do we expect from the franchisee. The visual merchandising for the complete store, the interior would be done by us. Movable fixtures, lights, etc. The signage boards, etc. Everything will be done by the company. The basic civil work like flooring, skirting, ceiling, facade, etc. should be done by the franchisee. ACs, fire extinguishers, CCTVs. So these small things are to be taken care of by the franchisee. So now, before coming to the financial model, I would like to tell you that we have 3 different revenue streams when we are talking about Ahoy bicycle stores. So one majorly would be definitely bicycles, the other would be accessories, and the third is service and spares business. Coming to the financial model, so here you can see that the average margin net of tax for bicycles is 40%. Bicycle accessories is also 40%. Online sales, we have our omni-channel business model set up. So if we get online inquiry, or if we get an online order, we would love to ship them through our franchise partners, and on that 10% commission would be there. Services packages, so everything goes to the franchisee, and additional to that, the margin on spares is also there. Two additional things that we do give here is there is a marketing support given by the company every month, depending on the KPI set in the agreement. So we will be constantly doing marketing activations along with the franchisee, and also we'll be supporting them financially in order to do those things. So eventually we'll be building a community around cycling. We'll be promoting that store in that particular area. Also, again, another thing that we are offering is a rental support, lifetime rental support given by the company. So this is a variable payout. So 5% on the value of goods being purchased by the franchisee goes to the rental support of the company. So that is an additional support which is there. So the operating expenses in this business are very low. So if we look at the manpower cost, we just need 2 or 3 people. So one would be a store sales manager, one would be a technician or mechanic, and if need be, you can keep a small helper or even not. So the major contributing factor to the OPEX is the rental expense. So we should focus on keeping the rentals to a minimum. Obviously, we should not be taking any store which is not in a prominent location, which is which is in a shady road or something like that. Definitely, we all know how the business runs. So, but again, we should try to keep the rental cost to a minimum. We have kept a benchmark of about 70,000 rupees. So we should try to benchmark it that way. Electricity cost is very nominal. It's nothing. So this is it. The payback period is 19 months. And the average monthly income that any franchisee could earn from the first year, it could be on an average of 1 lakh rupees, and going on to the 5th year, it could be around 2.5 lakh rupees every month. So this is a summary of the income projection annually for the 5 years. These are the projections that we have taken. So for the first year, the revenue would be 91,68,000 rupees. Gross margin would be 41 lakhs. OPEX is 29,88,000. ROI 65.6%. Monthly income on an average would be 98,445, approximately close to 1 lakh rupees. Payback of this business would be around 19 months on the initial investment of 18 lakhs, which would contain a stock of 7 lakhs also. Coming to why Ahoy bikes, or how are we different? What do we do? What do we provide apart from these financials? We are known for the high quality bikes, and we also provide lifetime warranty on our frames. It is a very low investment and a high return business. 18 lakhs of rupees is a very minuscule amount of money to come into any kind of a business, and the amount of return that this business promises is high. So it's a very lucrative, very, very attractive business to be in, and the potential for this business is growing immensely. Quality, since the bicycle is a very technical product, so quality checking of all the products are done before we supply to the franchisee. We have a strong after-sales support team. The customer support number is on 24/7, so we are always there to support you. And we also have a wide variety of product portfolios across multiple bicycle categories that we have shown, and these categories and these models are ever evolving, ever growing. Some key support functions that we offer. Margins, obviously, have seen we have high margins as compared to the counterparts in the same industry. Interior support, interior setup and branding is being done by the company. We are coming up with a new brand this year. So it will be a multi-brand supply chain in our bicycle stores. EMI options are also there for the consumers to purchase bicycles on the stores. So we have tie-ups with certain financial institutions. So there is additional benefit of that. Technical support is always there. Operational support is always there. We provide training to the technicians about the bicycle assembly, about the bicycle service, about upkeep. We do provide trainings to the sales manpower there in the store. And these trainings happen every month. There are audits being conducted, and we have a team in place for that to help you people out and constantly train and keep the quality up to the mark. After sales support is always there. Marketing, social media campaigns to generate traffic at the stores along with BTL activities. Yes, it is also being done by the company along with the stores. So that is all from my side for the presentation part.
Thank you so much, 𝗕𝗃𝗁, for putting this presentation together. And friends, I'll request if there's anything that you want to ask on the business format, your location, a property, if you have an access to, keep writing and we'll take this up real time. And quickly on the opportunity here, I would say, in recent years, cycling in India has undergone, a big shift. And, once it was only known merely as a mobility solution for the masses, but today it has become a lifestyle and social way of staying fit. As far as the company is concerned, it's a very experienced management and have been serving the bicycle industry for nearly 3 decades now. As a manufacturing supplier, they have been manufacturing components for and also supplying to almost all the major OEMs in the industry. And about 5 years back, they set up a state-of-art manufacturing facility around Delhi NCR and started their retail identity with the brand Ahoy. So the model which we see, I would say it's a very attractive model and well thought. So overall investment, when you see, while they have taken consideration of the 7 lakhs inventory also. So if you look at the investment, this is about 11 lakhs of investment plus 7 lakhs of working capital, which is towards the inventory that you put. And this is a triple S model, which is sales, service, and spare. So we'll go a little bit more, detail in terms of understanding financials, 𝗕𝗃𝗁, while you took us through the entire financial model. But I did make some notes and I'll, also take clarity from you. So one thing, friends, they're also offering online fulfillment because they have their own portal, rather website. And if you allow me, let me show the website. I was just having a look. So any inquiries which come on the website would be directed to the franchise partner because the sale is being generated by the platform. Just give me a moment. Yeah. And this is the website of the company. And if you look at the categories, they have all these categories from women, boys, girls, geared bikes, and even single speed bikes, and including the types, which includes your mountain bikes, all-terrain types, hybrid, as well as kids bike. And they also have inquiries which typically, would come on the platform. So any inquiries which come on the platform are passed on to the franchise partners, where you also make some commission on that. I would request all of you maybe, spend some time also on the website and see the different categories which the company has. Great. So 𝗕𝗃𝗁, my first question, we have talked about the investment. Now talking about, the overall competitive landscape, if you want to give, a little bit kind of, overview, because you worked with the OEM supplying them and 5 years back, you started your own retail business. How do you find the current competitive, landscape in the industry? And what would be, I would say, 3 or 4 things that you think, would be a competitive edge for you as you enter the retail business?
Ma'am, currently, I would say that the industry is growing immensely. The category, if we see the pyramid of the positioning of the pyramid of the brands, so the mid-premium segment is the fastest growing segment currently. Bicycle is no more just a medium of transportation, as you just said. It is more about lifestyle. It is more about the fitness. So, and the per capita income of the consumers is growing all across India, whether it be Tier 1 cities or Tier 2 cities or Tier 3 cities. People do want to spend on certain brands. People do want to spend on certain products which offer them a good lifestyle. People do want to spend on products which they can easily own and then be very comfortable with. The product should be complaint free. So this is where we are working on. And as far as competition is concerned, so we are benchmarking our prices very competitively across different competitors that we do have. And apart from that, the margins that we're offering to our partners is very high as compared to what other
so would you want to give some examples of what typically the competition is
Ma'am, the margins for the competition would grow are around 24 to 30%, I would say, the gross margins net of tax. So this is the benchmark across the industry. So we are giving 40% of margins to our partners, and apart from that rental support, the variable rental support structure is also there. The marketing support is also there. So the franchisees, the investors who are very dynamic, and the investors who are very energetic, and they go out and achieve those targets, can eventually earn very high. So the business has no limits. The scalability has no limits. Even if the investor starts with one store and the store is doing good, you can grow. You can open more stores. You can go for bigger stores.
Sure.
And the major potential, just a point, I would like to add, the major potential for these stores are majorly lying in tier 2 and tier 3 cities as of now.
Definitely. I agree, and I second that. Abhishek ji, दूसरा जो question, and this is relating to the financials that we just, saw. And maybe we'll take a little deep dive on that. So we've talked about the three, which is a sales, service, and spare model. If you look at the sales projections that we saw in the presentation that you shared with us, typically what percentage is the allocation towards the three? And we also understand, when services would start happening, this typically would happen maybe towards the end of the first year. So when do you see that, revenue coming in our
Ma'am, I would say
structure?
that in the first year, the bicycle, let's just start with the first year. So the revenue share for bicycles would be around 70 to 75%.
Okay.
So 10 to 15% would be accessories, and then the service model is there. Service model will be growing eventually, because service in certain stores, in the multi-brand stores also, we see across India that service takes care of all the operational expenses. I've seen stores doing 200 bicycles, 250 bicycle services every month.
Sure.
So it is just a capability
this would
that
start
we need.
coming in the second year, because the first year
Services would start coming in the first year, because in our business model we do offer first free service of bicycles along with the sale of the bicycle, which is to be done in 3 months. So we are wanting the consumers to come back to the store again and again. Once this consumer is coming back to the store for the first free service, we can pitch them and pitch them more accessories. We can go for pitching them more spares or upgrades. We can always pitch for annual service packages, in which we just tie the customers to ourselves and get them coming to our stores again and again. And also in our marketing front, we have included free service camps. So these doing these service camps, and also doing weekend rides, doing morning rides, is again contributing to building a community around cycling. So the community is giving the maximum word of mouth. The community is the most loyal customers that we have, the most loyal advocates that we have. So this is what we need to do. This is what we need to build. So as and when the community grows, the cycle business will grow. The services business will grow. People will come back for more upgrades. People will bring in their friends to get the bicycles.
Sure. Now, Abhishek ji, little bit on, the sales projections. We saw about 19 lakhs, about 91 odd lakhs, which you're projecting for 1 year, which comes to broadly about 7 to 8 lakhs of a monthly sales structure. Now, being in the retail business, our the entire science of retail is based on the stock rotation. So if we talk about an inventory worth say 7 to 8 lakhs in an outlet, so typically how many number of units are we giving is something which I want to understand. The price points for these units would be how much, and how many times in a year this stock would rotate?
Ma'am, the inventory should rotate in about say 2 to 3 months. The average inventory per month, the average sale per month that we're looking at per store is about 70 to 100 bicycles per month. In different categories. If we start from kids category, we are talking about price points. If we start from kids categories, the price, the MRPs would start from about 5,000 rupees and go up to 7,000, 8,000 rupees for kids bicycles. Then we go to bicycles which are targeted towards teenagers. These bicycles start from about 8,000 rupees and goes up to 13,000 rupees. Then we go to MTBs. Again, MTBs do start from say MRP 14,000, 13,000, 14,000 rupees and go up to 25,000 rupees. Hybrids are also there. These are again in the same price points. So we have tried to cover different price points for different bicycle categories and different bicycle types. So the price points are covered. The stock rotation, we are looking at 7,200 bicycles being sold every month.
Now, going on the rental support, how have we structured that in operating expenses? Because I saw you're also offering that to a franchise partner. So
Yes.
is it something which is kind of adjusted in the supply or?
No, ma'am, it is being done in the form of credit notes.
Okay.
So the rental support is fixed at 5% on the value of goods being purchased by the franchisee.
Okay. So would you want to give an example of that and the impact of that on the overall bottom line for him?
I'll just share the financials again. Okay, just give me a moment. Here, is the screen visible?
Yes.
Here, if we see in the first year, the revenue for this bicycle sales is 69,30,000, right? So the rental support is calculated at 5% of this amount.
All right. Okay. And I also see additional marketing support by the company, which
marketing,
is 40.
Yes, marketing support is up to a maximum of 20,000 rupees, which will be given out every month. And this will be again put out on a variable pay structure in which we pay the franchisee on every weekend ride that they do, we pay them. For every free service camp they do, we pay them. For every RWA promotion that they do, we pay them. So it's a kind of a financial support given to the franchisee in which they go out, advertise themselves, promote themselves, build the community around themselves, and eventually be successful. So this is just a kind of a support that we're giving to the franchisees so that they don't, stop on the marketing part.
Absolutely. Great. This is helpful, Abhishek-ji. My other question is now on the margins that we are offering. This is a flat margin of 40%. So, are we also doing some kind of sharing in terms of some discounting or promotions which the company would run time to time, maybe a seasonal discount, some festive discount?
So for seasonal discounts, although we don't discount our products in the normal period of time, but in order to liquidate the products, yes, we need to do discounting if some stock is getting stuck at the retail store and it is not moving. So eventually we need to get it moving. So what we do is we reduce our margins. The company reduces our margin, and we ask the franchisee also to reduce their margin so that we can give about 20% of discount on the product and then sell it out. So we both, the company and the franchisee both reduce their margins a little bit so that the product is sold out and the franchisee is not taking much of a hit on the profit side. So that will also be a support from our side.
All right, that's helpful, Abhishek-ji. And you want to talk about maybe the cities, your priority locations, where you think would be a good market for us to enter initially for the interest of our audience?
Ma'am, we're looking at pan-India eventually. So Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3 cities, we are open pan-India, but just for the initial phase, we are targeting for the North cluster. Because we are based in North, it will be easier for us to support our franchisees in the initial phase and handhold them and just make them successful in their business. And once these franchisees are up and running, then we'll be able to scale up this model and replicate their success all across pan-India. This is the only intention. We are just focusing ourselves in North cluster as of now. But yes, we are open pan-India.
See, core question which typically comes in retail is also on stock correction. Agar koi bhi aisa stock or inventory hai, which is slow moving, not moving, is there some kind of
so that we just answered now. This inventory which is not moving, and that we can at the end of season sale we can offer discounts. Right. So we also take a hit on the profits. The franchisee also takes
any kind of discounting which happens
we share the discounting and eventually sell off the product, because we don't want the product to just keep. And the idea is to sell more of products which are moving faster. stock correction is required, yes. If there is some SKU which is not moving, we should sell that and order more of SKUs which are selling faster. So that is again being monitored on our side. We'll be guiding the franchisees in order to make their orders.
That's very helpful, Abhishek-ji. Friends, we have captured everybody's interest, and we also understand a lot of you who could not become a part of today's webinar while you have registered. We have captured all your information, and our team at Franchise India would reach out to everybody. And also, we are more than happy to facilitate any tour visits, meeting with Abhishek-ji and his team. And also, if you own any property in maybe some kind of locations which you think are strategic locations to put up a retail format like that, do reach out to us. We are more than happy to do one-to-one meeting, offline meetings. And before we close, Abhishek, I'll also request if there's a message that you want to give to everybody as we close.
So as a closing, I would say that we're looking out for young and dynamic people. Bicycle business is a operator-driven business majorly.
Mm-hmm.
So if the investor is passionate about the products, about the business, there is no limit to the growth. We, of course, are here to support our franchisees. I would just request the investors to try and keep the rentals lower, the OPEX lower. So it's a very low investment, high return kind of a business. And we are always here to support you. And we should continuously be promoting and driving conversions and building up the community around. So cycling business grows as the community grows. So this is the key point. We should be focusing on the building the community around cycling. We should be focusing on building the community around our stores. So this is what we're looking for.
Absolutely. Very, very appropriate, Abhishek-ji. And I thank you for being with us today. And before I close, I'll request Ҳарshika if you can kindly take over. Friends, we have put our chat in the chat box. We've put our email ID and also our contact details. So anybody who wants to reach out to us, please feel free to do so.
Thank you so much, Sonia ma'am. Thank you so much, Abhishek, for this wonderful presentation and detailed discussion about the brand Ahoy bikes.
Thank you so much.
Please be connected and reach us to our hotline number 9717683838. You can write us on feedback@franchiseindia.in. Stay tuned with us tomorrow as well. I've shared you the registration link over the chat box. Tomorrow we are launching again our iconic brand 𝗕𝗶𝗰𝗆𝗲, internationally recognized brand for furniture and home decor product with the starting investment of 42 to 51 lakhs. To do your registration for this, you can just reach us to our hotline number again 9717683838, or you can write us on feedback@franchiseindia.in. Thank you so much, Abhishek-ji. Thank you so much, Sonia ma'am, for this wonderful presentation and discussion.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.